Sugar, not just in our sweets or desserts, but in almost everything we eat. Our bread, our sauces, our healthy fruit juices. Sugar has quietly infiltrated our diets, and today it's causing more deaths than tobacco ever did. Think that's an exaggeration? Let's look at the facts. For decades, the big tobacco spent billions covering up the deadly truth about smoking. They paid scientists, manipulated research, and controlled the narrative. And today, Big Sugar is playing the same game, keeping us hooked on a substance that's killing us slowly. And India is at the center of this crisis. We are the largest consumer of sugar in the world and the second largest producer. In the last few decades, our sugar consumption has skyrocketed. The result, a nation battling an epidemic of diabetes, obesity, and metabolic disease. India has now over 100 million diabetes, the highest after China. Our childhood obesity rates have tripled in 30 years. Doctors are now diagnosing type 2 diabetes in children as young as the age of 10. But how did we get here? How did sugar go from being a rare luxury to an everyday necessity? To understand that, we need to go back in time. For most human history, sugar was a rarity, a luxury reserved for royalty. In ancient India, sugar was first extracted from sugarcane, but it wasn't widely available. It was used as a medicine, a prized delicacy, not something people consumed every day. But then, everything changed. In the 15th century, as the European empires expanded, they discovered sugar's potential for mass production. They set up sugar plantations in the West, enslaving millions to fuel a growing addiction. By the 19th century, sugar was no longer just a luxury, it was an industry. But the real turning point came in the 1950s and the 60s when scientists began linking sugar to heart disease, obesity, and diabetes. This was a serious problem for the food industry. If people realized the truth, they'd stop buying processed foods. So what did Big Sugar do?
Strategies that I thought the tobacco companies made up back in the 50s, actually some of those the sugar people had done even before that.
They copied Big Tobacco's playbook. They paid scientists to shift the blame from sugar and onto fat.
The right to drink soda, and if I need to gain a few pounds, that's my right.
Even the news media becomes the messenger for Big Sugar.
The sweetened beverage tax is no more in Cook County.
Come back to Cook County. Spend your money here.
This single line changed the entire food industry. Governments and health organizations promoted low-fat diets, but here's the catch. When you remove fat from food, it tastes terrible. So what they replace it with? Sugar. Low-fat yogurt, it has more sugar than a can of soda. Packed fruit juices, just sugar water with vitamins. And breakfast cereals labeled healthy, they're packed with hidden sugar. And so without realizing, we became addicted. At this point, you might be thinking, come on, sugar isn't a drug, right? It's just food. But what if I told you it affects the brain exactly like cocaine? A group of scientists decided to test this. They gave lab rats two options, a liver which dispenses cocaine and one which dispenses sugar water. At first, the rats explored both, but very quickly something shocking happened. They abandoned the cocaine and kept pressing the sugar lever over and over again. Even when they were already addicted to cocaine, they still chose sugar. But why? Because sugar hijacks the dopamine system in our brains, the same system that makes drugs so addictive. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and reward. When you eat sugar, your brain releases a flood of dopamine, making you feel good. But here's the catch. The more sugar you eat, the more your brain adapts and the more you crave. One spoonful today turns into two tomorrow. One chocolate bar today turns into a daily habit. Before you know it, your brain is hooked, and just like a drug, when you try to quit sugar, you experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches, irritability, mood swings, and fatigue. Still think sugar is harmless? Let's see further. Now here comes the worst part. Sugar isn't just making us fat, it's destroying our bodies from inside out. Every time you eat sugar, your pancreas releases insulin to regulate your blood sugar levels. But over time, with more sugar intake, your cells become resistant to insulin. Your body sugar stays high. Your liver gets overloaded and turns the same sugar into fat. And this fat doesn't just sit. It causes inflammation, heart disease, high blood pressure, and eventually diabetes. Your liver treats sugar the same way it treats alcohol. That's why people who don't drink but consume too much sugar develop non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And it doesn't stop there. Sugar also ages your skin faster by damaging collagen, increases cancer risk because tumors need glucose to feed on, disrupts hormones leading to cravings and mood swings.
Sugar is one of the essential basic ingredients used in 99% of the processed foods out there.
You might now think, I don't even eat that much sugar. But what if I told you sugar is hiding in the foods you don't even think of as sweet? Food companies know that if they label everything honestly, people would avoid their products. So they've come up with over 50 different names for sugar to confuse you. Here's how they hide sugar in your food. High fructose corn syrup used in soft drink and processed food. Dextrose, maltose, sucrose, glucose are all just different names of sugar. Agave nectar, cane juice, fruit juice concentrate sounds healthy, but it's still sugar. Barley malt, molasses, malt syrup, even foods you wouldn't expect contain tons of hidden sugar. Your healthy granola bars have up to 6 teaspoons per bar. Yogurt has sugar more than a candy bar, and packaged bread, sugar is the second ingredient. Ketchup, sauces, salad dressings are loaded with sugar. And the worst part, your brain doesn't even recognize liquid sugar the same way it does to solid food. That's why people can drink an entire bottle of soda without feeling full. But the sugar still gets absorbed and stored as fat. This is how food companies keep us addicted by sneaking sugar into foods we don't even realize are sweet. Ever wondered why billionaires, top athletes avoid sugar at all costs? Because they know it kills your mental clarity, your energy and your longevity.
इसमें sugar डाला है? अच्छा नहीं है sugar.
Billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos and all the top performing athletes will prefer a high protein, low sugar diet any day because they know that eliminating sugar prevents inflammation and maximizes your performance. Meanwhile, all the processed food companies target low income communities, cheap sugary foods flood markets in poorer areas. Healthy foods are expensive and harder to access. The poor get sicker, the rich get healthier, and who profits? Big sugar, big pharma, and the processed food industry. Here's how to detox from sugar in 7 days. Day 1, cut out all your sugary drinks. No sodas, fruit juices, or flavored milk. Day 2, start reading labels. Watch out for hidden sugar in processed foods. Day 3, increase protein and fiber to stabilize your blood sugar. Day 4, you can swap sugar for natural sweeteners like dates or honey. Day 5, reduce refined carbs like cutting down on white bread and pasta. Day 6, stay hydrated and get enough sleep. Your cravings will naturally decrease. And day 7, notice how much you feel better. Better energy, clearer skin, improved focus. Now it's your turn. Are you ready to quit sugar? Drop a comment below. I am in. If you're taking the 7-day no sugar challenge, like, share and subscribe for more life-changing health insights. This is not just food. This is an industry keeping us sick. Let's find out.